Welcome back to FM Storey. We're rapidly approaching the end of season 11 of the South American Glory Hunt save. It's been a bit of a waste of a season because we joined Atletico Mineiro with the aim of winning the Copa de Brazil and we weren't even in the competition. But we're looking to get this season finished and then hopefully we've built a good enough squad and we can carry on building it over the off-season to challenge for the Copa de Brazil next season. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We're now into November, and we've got a game coming up against Vasco da Gama, who themselves are sat in the middle of the table. We have picked things up from where we ended the last episode. We ended the last episode with a 3-1 defeat at home against Flamengo, who are obviously going for the title with Sao Paulo. It was the end of a 10-game winning run and a 17-game unbeaten streak, but straight off the back of that, we've picked it back up again with a 4-3 victory away at Cruzeiro, a 4-2 victory at home against Grêmio that unfortunately saw Hernandez Fuji, who was having a great game, go off injured, and he's been out since then and isn't fit enough at the moment to play. And then in the most recent game, we drew 1-1 with Coritiba, who I think are set 5th in the league, or were sat 5th in the league before that game. We're sat 3rd. There's 5 games left of the season. A very, very outside chance that we win the title. However, we are just looking to finish as high up the table as we can, guarantee ourselves a spot in the Copa de Brazil, seeing as there seems to be some form of qualification for it, as we weren't in it this season, having finished down in 10th last season. And yeah, just hopefully get to the end of the season and then we can start looking to build a squad for that Copa de Brazil next season. So here we go. This is the side we've picked for the game against Vasco da Gama. It is pretty much just about our strongest team that we've got available, with the exception of the fact that Fuji is out injured and Rafael is playing alongside Alvarez behind Negredo up front. Right, they're trying to attack down the right. Araujo cuts it out, driving on the left-hand side himself, infield to Seferis, Matias out to Alvarez, and he just drags it wide of the far post. Except it must have got a nick and it's gone behind for a corner, which Alvarez is going to take himself. Lifts it in, keeper punches it. Dimas now, but they've cleared the danger. Another corner from Alvarez, this one to the near post, headed back to him. Perez goes back to Dimas. Seferis punches out to Araujo. Alvarez now out to Dimas. It was a short ball, but we've managed to win it back. Now Perez to Dimas. Landazuri back to Dimas on the right. Works it into Rafael in the box. Great first touch, great save by their keeper. And it looks like Mathesau has been bundled over. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty. And the penalty's been given. And up steps Christos Seferis, drives it into the bottom corner, puts us 1-0 up. And based on the highlights we've seen, you've got to say that's a deserved lead for us in this first half. Just smashes it home. Gave the keeper no chance. Seferis goes to Araujo on the left. Now Alvarez got caught on the ball, but Araujo's picked the loose ball up. Now Landazuri into Negredo, who hits the post, but he was offside anyway. Right, throw for them. They're going to get the ball in the box here. We'll let him run all the way across, but Dimas then clears. Negredo takes it down on the chest and turns and runs. at the defence, still going around the outside, squares it. Alvarez goes down. We might have another penalty. I mean, Negredo did brilliantly. Took it down on his chest, ran and ran and ran. Found Alvarez in the box. He's gone down. And we've got another penalty. And Seferis steps up again. Goes the other corner this time. The keeper goes the same way again, the right way again. And it's just too good for the keeper again. And it's 2-0, 2 penalties. Right in the corner. And the keeper couldn't get anywhere near it. Right, a corner towards the end of the first half of them, driven in. And a bullet of a header, luckily, just wider than the near post. Right, we've lost Seferis to injury towards the end of the first half there, which isn't great. But 2-0 up at half time. We've dominated in terms of the sort of chances we've created there. And just hopefully more of the same in the second half. Right, we made a further 2 changes at half time. With the Seferis injury, Lanzuri had picked up a knock and we didn't want to risk him any further. So that we were missing 2 central midfielders. He's come off and Garcia's come on. And then we've made a change up front and taken off Negredo and brought on Zanagrandi, who from the youth set up for his second game for the club. Now Falapau's got it at the back for us. Pontes, Alvarez back to Silva, Rafael to Alvarez. Find Zanagrandi in the box. He was offside and it was a weak shot straight at the keeper anyway. This second half's kind of petered out a bit. Not an awful lot happening. We're into the last 10 minutes, still 2-0 up. A corner for them. The lift is into the near post and the header lands on the roof of the net. And there we are, full time, comfortable 2-0 victory. Hopefully the injury to Seferis and the knock that Lanzuri suffered aren't too serious. But even if they are, we've not got an awful lot to play for the rest of the season anyway. So we've made it to the final day of the season. We've got a home game coming up against Santos. And we're going to finish 3rd in the table. Considering we were kind of approaching the midway point in the season, it's been a miraculous recovery in the second half of the season. And yeah, hopefully we can go out on a high. I mean, we are going to the game against Santos with a lot of players not available. So obviously we saw the game against Vasco where we won with the 2 Seferis penalties in the first half. We then won 3-2 against Juventud. We were well clear. We were 3-0 up after 48 minutes. And then we were hanging on at the end with their goals in the 89th and 94th minutes. We then won 2-1 at home against Bahia. And then we lost 3-2 against Corinthians in our most recent game. Igor Judicio had come off the bench and then got himself sent off. Yeah, I mean, we were 2-0 down, 3-1 down, and then we got a 95th minute goal from Negredo to make it look a bit closer than it really was. But going into the last day of the season, we're 3rd on 73 points. We're not going to catch Sao Paulo because of the difference in goal difference. And Corinthians are 9 points behind us. But we do go into the last day of the season with Negredo level with Conrado at the top of the goal scoring charts. So hopefully we can end the season with Negredo as the top goal scorer in the league. And I think we're in a pretty strong position for next season. We do have some decisions to be made about the loan players in the squad, but those will obviously come before the start of next season. So this is the side we've picked for the last day of the season. We are missing both our first and second choice left backs in Araujo and Nandinho, who are both out through suspension and injury. So Dimas has gone across the left back. Celso's coming at right back. Seferis is still struggling fitness wise and isn't fit enough to start. Alvarez is just coming back from an injury as well. But hopefully we've got enough to pick up a result on the last day of the season at home and end the season in front of our own fans with a positive result. An early corner for us. Mateusão with it into the near post. Fuji gets it back to Mateusão. Fuji again. Squares it. Simple tap in from about a yard out for Negredo to put him on 22 goals for the season and to go a long way towards him winning the top goal scorer. We've managed to, it comes to Mateusão, who finds Fuji. He does well to get to the byline. His pullback gets a nick off the defender, and Negredo's there just to tap it in from a yard out. Right, a corner for them. We've got a head on it, but it comes to them on the edge of the box. And we've got away with one there off the inside of the post, and we've managed to clear it. Right, Fuji with a free kick, looks for Mateus out the back post. His header comes back off the bar, and they manage to get it clear. Right, Ferreiro lifts the ball into the box. It's nodded down. Leonardo Perez steers it home, but I think he's offside from the knockdown. It's been given, though. It might just be the angle, but Ferreiro lifts the ball in. Lanzazuri heads it down. Perez is there just to steer it past the keeper from about the penalty spot. And he is just behind the ball. Oh, Fuji's got himself sent off there unnecessarily. And there we are, half-time, 2-0 up. Although we are down to 10 men. The only 2 shots we've had on target, we've scored them both. And now we just need to be solid in the second half and not give them a way back into the game. Right, we'll set the same team out that ended the first half. Right, we made a change to try and secure things at the back by bringing on Zafaris, but it's actually led to us getting a goal. We brought Zafaris on for Rafael and went with 3 in front of the back 4 just to solidify ourselves, but he's then just taken a free kick there and just chipped it into the box. Mateusão's headed it down. It's eventually come to Pontes, and the defence and the keeper didn't react. Pontes puts it in the back of the net, and that's 3-0. Right, Felipao goes long with the goal kick. Lanzazuri gets his head on it. They're now coming forward. Ball over the top, in behind the right back. Cross towards the back post. Their player coming in on the charge, but couldn't keep the header down. And there we go. Full time, 3-0. End the season on a high. And also with the top goal scorer in the league in Pablo Negredo. And there we are, the end of season 11. Obviously no trophies in the trophy cabinet because there was nothing for us to win this season. Based on all the research I've done about how you qualify for the Copa do Brasil, I think based on the fact that we finished 3rd in the league and that we qualified for the Copa Libertadores should see us enter the Copa do Brasil in the 3rd round next season. If that doesn't happen and we go another season without being in the Copa do Brasil, then I don't really know what's going on. But hopefully we can continue to build this squad over the off-season. The 2 loan players that are likely to go, Fuji being from Chelsea means it's unlikely that we're going to keep a hold of him. Alvarez, there's more of a chance. We do have a fee agreed in the contract. It just depends on what we've got in the transfer budget to be able to pull that deal off. But as things stand, it looks like unless there is a monumental job available that we're going to be staying with Atletico Mineiro to try and win the Copa do Brasil next season. So join us next time, see if that's where we are beginning season 12. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.